let's take a look at 4-22, and I did 423, which again is similar. The numbers are different and whatnot, but quite similar. So first I put down the information that it gives me in the problem, right? Unit projected sales, right, is what I have. Okay. My inventory number is 110%. Your guys is 150%, so it's 1.1 times. Your guys will be 1.5 times. And January beginning inventory, it gives me, which is a little different than what I would calculate, and so I've got to put that in as a manual number, basically. My various other costs. I've got interest and employee bonuses. You guys, I think, have a dividend that gets paid out, which is going to be handled similarly to what I have. Okay, and then it gives me a specific number here for my December production units, which I'll need to calculate some of my costs, right? Okay, so first it gives me it provides me with my December ending inventory. Again, it's a little bit off from what I would calculate. Okay, normally it would be 110% of this, which would be 1,430, but it gives me 1,460. So let's go with that. So I'm going to make an ending inventory. Have an ending inventory 1,460. So what about for January then, right? What's my desired ending inventory is, remember, it's 110% of my February projection. So let's just put that formula in there. Then it's equal to 1.1 times my projection there. Okay, or it's equal to 1,265. That formula is going to stay consistent across here, right? It's going to be, 110% of that. And so I can drag this across there, and my number should stay the same. Okay, so I know then that I want to have this in inventory at the end of the month, and this is what I'm going to sell, and so I know then that this is how many units are required, right? They're required. I came in with some inventory, and I'll deal with that, but so this is just simply equal to this plus my sales plus my desired ending inventory. So that's how many are required. Okay, then I subtract out of that my beginning inventory, because I'm trying to calculate how many I need to make, and if I started with that many, right, and my total that I need for the month is this many, I subtract out what I had at the beginning of the month. Okay, which is simply, I can just put a minus, and then I can reference this number up here. Okay, then my units to be produced is simply my total units required minus my beginning inventory, and I have that in as a negative number, so I have to do this one, that it's equal to this actually plus a negative, right? So that gives me that. Okay, and again, I didn't pull these across, but this reference stays the same. Okay, and so I can simply drag that across. Okay, and then I can do the same here, because that formula stays the same as well, and my numbers should stay the same, and they do. So now I know how many units I need to produce each month, because that gives me then, I'll be able to calculate what my costs are per month, right? So December, it says that I produced 1,100 units in December, so I just input that manually, right? Or I took it from up here. Okay, January then is, my units just like up there, so I can say that this is simply equal to that. Okay, and that reference stays the same, so I can drag that across, and those numbers should just exactly match up, and they do. My material cost then is equal to, right, materials are $14 paid 1 month after production. So my material cost is based on my last month's production, and it's $14 times the units produced. So I can say that this is equal to, and I can come up and I can do my $14, and I'll hit my F4, because that reference will stay the same then, times my 1,100 over here, my prior month's production. Okay. And I didn't need to necessarily reference the $14. You could have just put the $14 into that formula as opposed to referencing that one. And then this reference is going to stay the same. $14 times this going to equal to that one. And so again, I can just drag this across. Okay. My labor cost then is actually incurred in the month that that I produced those units, and it's $7 per month, and so I just need to say this is equal to my $7, and again I'll hit my F4 for my dollar signs, times my units produced for that month. Okay, and drag that one down. Okay, my overhead costs are consistently $8,500, so I'm going to just plug in $8,500, and I can copy that one down then too. And then manually I have to enter in my interest payment, which says it's March interest of $8,500, or of course I can say it's equal to my number up here. Okay. And then I also have an employee bonus because I'm such a nice guy, that's equal to my number up here. Okay, so now I know that here's my total costs, or from this number on down. Do not include the units. Make sure when I'm adding these up that I do not include that. So these are my total costs per month. Okay, and that's what it's asking me to calculate, and so I can simply say that I can do a sum. Okay, and that's what's highlighted, and so I can accept that. And there I have it, and I can also drag that one down. And so it's a big spreadsheet, relatively big, okay, but it's really not that difficult if you again follow it step by step. So there you have it for 422.